4:31, and I call the meeting to order. We have 3 out of 4 members present, so we do have a quorum. Melvin notified us that he wasn't going to be present for the meeting today. I don't have any additions or adjustments to the agenda. So has everyone had a chance to look at the previous minutes?
Yes.
Nothing too exciting, just signed a couple warrants and made me the chair because Noah was no longer going to be on the committee, so.
Which I think Eliana was happy about.
Yes, I think you're part of
Yeah.
it.
So, anyone want to make a motion?
I move to accept the minutes.
All right. So, we have a second?
Second.
Okay. And any other discussion? All those in favor? All right, 3-0. Okay, so next piece of business is take a look at the warrants, and if anyone has any questions, you can bug Karen. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
What is Cleanorama?
It's a cleaning supply company, so it's where we get most of our rags, mop heads,
It's a good name.
chemicals, yeah, that
Yeah.
sort of thing from. So you'll see them pretty much on every warrant.
Yeah, every month, every warrant, yeah.
I wonder if they clean corduroy jackets.
They don't clean anything, they just sell us cleaning
They just
Yeah,
stuff.
they just sell you the stuff so you can clean.
Aha.
Yeah. I was glad to see that our commitments, well, only a $7,000 increase on Midcoast School Technology. So it's like, I saw that and I was like,
Yeah, we've never really had big ones from them.
no, usually it's not that big yet anyway, so. When I was on that board before, they had a pretty good sizable fund balance too, so a lot of times they take money out of the fund balance to make sure that the assessments weren't as high, so.
Would you like to see?
The highlight of my day, guys. Thank you.
The Sunbelt staffing, that's all temps?
It is, contract services for an occupational therapist.
Oh, gotcha, okay,
It's, used to be Soliant,
okay.
they changed it.
Anyone see anything alarming there? Anything I see in red, I know we can shift money over, so there's not much of a big deal there,
That's
so.
what I was gonna go on that last page.
Yeah,
there, but-
it's one of those things where we can rob Peter to pay Paul on a lot of those
Are you
line
looking
items,
at,
Cool.
the,
like the field trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can,
I haven't moved that around yet, because I'm just waiting to see how they're gonna land. They do
Right.
most of theirs at the end of the year.
right,
And, food service is self-funded.
right,
So they're a 2 months lag at most given time, because they have to submit the month after, and then the money comes the month after that. So they're usually in the red right up until
so, yeah, so,
Got it.
yeah,
July. But the red in the top part is actually, revenue higher than we thought it was
Yeah.
going to be.
so. It's always good. Sometimes red is not bad, so.
I don't think I have any questions.
Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes as you get, you do this for a while, you start to kind of,
Yeah.
You'll see
I
the
can't notice any
businesses and you'll see the
patterns
dollar
because-
amounts.
yeah,
and-
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, so, next month you'll see
Sure.
another $5,000 CMP bill and you're like, that's CMP, so.
Yeah.
Wanna make a motion, Tim?
I make a motion we accept this as presented.
So, Jan, you got a
Second
second?
it, I
All right.
do.
And then, I don't think we have any other questions. All in favor? All right, 3-0. Financial reports.
Is pass down.
Yeah, should you want to do?
What's that?
Put
Just
that,
pass them down so Tim and,
oh yeah, those are the warrants that need to get
Yeah.
signed, yeah.
so did you already look at the financial?
I did, and I didn't have anything on those.
Want to look at them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if you guys went right from the warrants to the financials or.
Yeah, I went through everything, so.
I don't have any action items, but I do have a couple items to talk about when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, in tonight's warrants for the board to sign, there'll be the two warrants for reserve accounts. There will be, actually, it may be three, I'll go back and look, but the special ed reserve, which will be for $500,000 for unanticipated special ed costs. And there'll be a $250,000 one for unanticipated regular instruction, which is Article 1. Article 1 is where most of, regular teachers and regular education sits. So the way those are written is that first we have to, the board has to approve the warrants, of course, then it goes out to vote. The vote is approved to set the accounts up and to give the board the right to move the money in. Then the board has to approve when we spend it. So first, the board will vote for us to move it in if we choose to, and then the board votes for us to take any money out, whether it's this year or future years. And obviously, it's not a forever thing, so we can't say put in 500,000, take out 250, then add back 250. Every time we add money in, we have to get voter approval to add the money in. So we can deplete it, but if we wanna add back to it, we have to go back out to the voters to add back to it. So I talked to the attorneys about whether we wanted more limiting language that I talked to you about.
Yeah.
And he said similar to you, which was leave it a little bit broader because the board has the right to say, like I can come to you and say, I wanna spend $300,000 of special ed money for unanticipated expense of a helicopter, and you can say thanks, but no. Cause you still have control over it, so we don't need to have too much limiting within the reserve language itself, cause the board can limit the spending.
Yeah, those recommendations usually come from finance. We recommend that we take money out of the fund balance and then
Sure.
usually, that next meeting, which is, like an hour and a half later,
Yeah.
but the full board will vote on it, so.
So that's and then the third one, which I don't remember if Greg put it in, but we already have a capital reserve account. And that has,
Do you need me on here? There's just 2 lines. when they fill them?
No, we just,
Okay,
like,
cool.
usually, Melvin doesn't sign them, so I
Got
usually
it.
just pass them around and whoever gets to them
Okay,
first
cool.
signs them.
Amazing.
The capital reserve one, it's been set up and there's money in it, but the attorney advised that each year we
Each
just,
year
we
we
just bring
reset.
it back up so that it's not like, they want as much transparency to the taxpayers as possible, so they don't want it till we set it up now and 10 years, we don't mention it at all for 10 years and then we spend it, so
Sure.
it's been lost sight of. So every year we try to make sure it shows up in the warrants that we still have this reserve account and that we can spend it at the board's discretion. We're not asking to add to it. I mean, I can if you want, but with the other two ask and the possibility of us needing fund balance next year, I didn't put anything into it, to add more money to that reserve this
Right, and
year.
that was what, still, that was $250,000 too, right?
600,000.
Oh, that was 600?
We're gonna
Okay.
have to use some this year because of the special ed thing.
Oh, yeah, okay,
So we'll
gotcha,
see where we land.
okay.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about is, when getting all the warrants and stuff ready with the attorney, and this is my fault, I didn't remember it from when we did the bond last time, we have to have a special hearing for the bond and the revolving renovation loans. So it's basically just a question and comment session with the public. So when talking with Greg, he recommended that we do it before the district budget meeting, like at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But my hesitation with that is if 100 people show up and they wanna talk about the bond, and the the budget meeting is supposed to start at 6:30 and we cut people off. People are gonna feel like they didn't get an opportunity to speak. So I suggested that we do it after, so we send out a flyer saying immediately following the budget meeting, we'll have a bond public hearing. His concern with that is people are gonna feel they didn't get an opportunity to speak because it's late. So the other option, he said you could do it right before a board meeting, but all of our board meetings have a committee meeting right before
Right.
that, so that also.
Or we have a special
limits.
meeting
Or we have
outside.
a special meeting that has no limit, so then all the people who wanna comment, or however long the board wants to allow it.
Right.
So the reason I'm bringing it up at the finance committee is, I have the warrants ready, they don't absolutely have to be signed tonight, there's still enough time. But in addition to the warrants, there's a thing called notice of public hearing, and that has to be signed by the board as well. To say when we're gonna hold that public meeting. He dated it the same night as the district meeting, but I wanted to run it by the finance committee, cause I could update that paperwork before the board meeting, but I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know what we should do. I thought after the meeting, but I've talked to other people and
Right, and
people
they're
are
part
like,
of, yeah, who knows
people
how
are gonna
long
be
that.
like, it's 9 o'clock at night, I would have
Right.
loved to have talked, but I had to go home, I had to work, my kids had to go to bed, all kinds of reasons why people are gonna say they couldn't come.
I was just gonna ask how long the warrant session meeting usually
We've
goes.
had it be super quick, 45 minutes. Sarah, did you go last year? Do you have any feel for how long it was
I
last
think it was
year?
like an hour and a half, it wasn't too bad last year.
So if it starts at 6:30 and it was an hour and a half, it would end at 8, so then we'd expect, then the other people would stay from 8 to what? And then I don't know what's considered reasonable
Sure.
for people with families that have to work the next day. But my concern was starting it, he'd said 6, that only allows half an hour.
Sure.
And
Well,
then-
technically, that's all we have for public comment anyway. But to your point though, even if we had it at like 5, cause once it's 6:30, so if we had it 5:30.
5:30.
There's always, we're gonna have to stop, yep, if
Right.
we have any other meeting adjacent to it.
Right.
So the only.
I'd rather have it started like 5:30.
Yeah.
That way it stops because we have another meeting. There's a time.
Do we
limit
really
for it.
think that many people are gonna show up over 2 warrants?
A bond of $24 million?
Oh, that's in that I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
got confused. Just help me
Right.
understand one more thing. So what would happen is the bond hearing is before,
Right, it's a public question and answer period, basically, audience for the public, special just for the bond in the loan. And then we'd still have to have the district meeting, which they talk about the bond on top of that too, but we have to give the public a chance to talk about the bond before we vote on the bond.
I would think an hour would be,
And it has to be a separate, but Greg's comment was, you don't wanna be accused of not allowing everyone to speak, so it seems odd that originally he said 6, because
Mhm.
we wouldn't have to end at 6:30, but then the whole district meeting would get pushed out.
Right.
I say start at 5:30 and 5:30 to 6:30.
Because even, the last meeting when we had to extend public comment, it only went 45 minutes. I don't think it went that much longer than the original
I think if people had a problem with the bond, they would have, I think you'll be okay from 5:30 to 6:30, but it is impossible to recommend anything for this because you really never know.
Right,
Right.
even if you say 5, do a 5 to
I
to
just,
6, and if
yeah.
it goes over a little bit, we have time.
That's a good idea too.
What do you think, Leah? I'll put you on the spot.
I just wanted to clarify that, public comment can be longer than 30 minutes, it's not a board meeting, it's a public hearing.
Right, so it can be as long as it
Right.
needs to be,
Yeah.
I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know how early is too early for people who worked. Like, if we say we're gonna start it at 4, people are gonna say, well, I couldn't get there because I
Sure.
work too. So I don't know what's too early and what's too late. It's my job, so I have to be there no matter what time.
Can I ask a point of clarification? So it just has to happen separately? It doesn't have to happen directly before or directly after?
It can, he said it can be before or after, or it can be a separate event, but it.
Right,
we
or
have
it can
to
be a
have
separate event, yeah.
Sure.
But we'd have to give the public enough time, like, what's
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
38, 72 hours, I think it is?
It's 7 days before the actual
Oh.
polls, but we have to give them a 7-day notice as well.
Mhm.
So we have some legal requirements.
Sure.
Does
So-
it have to be in the same space?
No.
Could the public meeting be in the cafeteria and the budget meeting be in the, district meeting being in the auditorium? So that there was a representative of the district to listen to the concerns of the people who may talk longer than an hour?
Here's what I'm thinking, I could be wrong, and if Greg said this isn't okay, I'm fine. What I would do is I was just giving Leah do you think 5 o'clock would work?
I
Because,
definitely think 5 o'clock for another night.
yeah, I would do
that's what I'm
5 to
wondering.
6. And if it runs, if you're at
Runs
6
a
o'clock
lot.
and it's not going well, and you've got like a huge line, it gets to 6:30, you just say, we're going to pause and schedule another night because we have to go to the district meeting. I think you're gonna be fine. An hour is a long time. That's, if people take 3 minutes each, that's 20 people taking the full 3 minutes, back to back to back to back. I mean,
We
it's,
sat until a 2 AM meeting, we all have a little bit of a.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but a book banning or a policy is, I could be wrong. What do you guys think? I mean, you're the residents.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be that, because, you know I've been to 3 select board meetings
We've
and,
done so much.
there's been very little pushback
Yeah.
on the bond this time
Union was
around.
pretty long though, how long were we there, an hour and a half? Oh, you weren't there, I'm sorry, I'm looking.
Oh,
at all
for
these-
Union? Yeah, that was probably one of the longer ones.
Yeah, how long were we there, an hour and a half?
At least, yeah.
But they didn't just ask about the bond, they asked about other things too.
Right.
Budget,
But they were really getting in depth, like they even wanted to make sure that, the old, car, garage was actually gonna be redone and all that stuff. So they
Yeah.
actually had some good questions about
Yeah.
Yeah,
what,
it was a good meeting, for sure.
yeah, totally. But I'm saying this is so focused.
right, but we
It's
also
just
had
on the
Ann
bond.
at that meeting too, so they could
Yeah.
really dig
And
into.
Ann will be at this meeting too.
Right, so they were really able to dig
And so
into the
this
weeds.
is like it's more of a question and answer and it's
Yeah,
not.
that's all it's gonna be,
Okay.
yeah. It's just like if you go to the State House and they have public comments
Yeah,
for like
yeah,
a bill,
yeah.
it's the same thing.
Okay.
Karen, do you feel anxious that 90 minutes wouldn't be enough if we really got?
Anytime I'm anxious, it won't be long enough, 2 people talk, and if I think we have plenty
Right,
of time,
exactly,
we don't end
that-
up with enough.
right.
I know
I'm never right,
about that too, I agree.
It's always hard to gauge, so.
I'm never right. So,
What would you like, so do you think 5, try 5? I was just trying to figure out a circuit breaker, if we get up against it,
Yeah, that's
Then-
what I
then
was
we had to
wondering
schedule
too.
another
We're getting
night,
into spring
say.
sports time too, so people are not gonna wanna do like a Saturday,
no.
Right,
so I say just do 5 o'clock, and if we have to extend it to another night, then we do it then.
right.
We make that decision at that meeting, but I say do
Yeah.
5 to 6:30 and
Or 5 to 6.
5 to 6, and if it goes over a little bit, we have the wiggle room, but
Is that kosher to say like, we'll pick it up at another date if we go over the time?
I think I can check with Greg, but I don't
I don't
have a
think-
concern with that.
I don't think it'll be an issue, but could we offer to resume comment after the district budget meeting?
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
idea. So if we could stop, we could just finish out.
Right,
Oh, I
and then
love
it's
that.
up to those people that signed up if they wanted, if they're willing to stay or
I
not.
think that's a great idea.
Because then we could all hang out until midnight if we have to.
Maybe I don't like that idea.
Yeah, we'll make sure we got plenty of pizza on set. And the advantage is, because theoretically, we'll already have all the stuff set up, so, Ian will be able to fire up that thing live too, so if people wanted to watch, you know,
Well, that was the other question that we had, so I don't remember if last year if the district budget meeting was recorded or not.
well, that's why I was about ready to go on YouTube to check to see.
Because of the way of the, I know there were mics and stuff, because of
Right.
people being able to hear in the audience, but I don't remember if it was videotaped because of the layout of the auditorium. I have no memory of it. I don't think so either, because you have to be a taxpayer to vote, but you can come, no matter who you are.
Right,
I just don't recall. But I don't know if we wanna record the,
So we looking to hold this at the auditorium?
yes,
So then the budget meeting, the board meeting would be there too.
the district budget meeting is at the auditorium, correct?
Yeah, so we'd have to have the next meeting right there too, because we can't then get up here.
Yeah, no, that's.
Oh, yeah,
that's
we'll
what-
do everything right there.
Yeah, the
Right.
district
Yeah,
budget
we're not
meeting is
gonna
already
travel.
gonna be there
Good
anyway.
point, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Just wanna make sure everyone knew that that was,
It's all at the high school.
Yeah.
We could do the meeting, as Karen was saying, in the cafeteria for the budget hearing, so that it's not in the auditorium. But we also could just be in the auditorium and,
I didn't say that.
oh, I thought you did, I thought you brought up doing it.
No, I
Do you
was
think
gonna
we-
have that terrible idea.
Oh, someone had that idea. There are options, but I think you should just do it all right in the auditorium.
I just don't know.
Because they're right there, you just,
We did, the acoustics in the
thanks, I
gym were
thought Karen
bad.
said that, I
I
apologize,
feel
Karen.
like we did a meeting in the cafeteria once and the acoustics are bad too.
Oh, it's gonna be
that's
terrible.
awful.
yeah.
That's
The
awful.
floor is so like
I
bright,
don't remember.
yeah.
You get all that fake glass that,
Oh, that room's gotta be horrible.
yeah.
So do we think we can say 5 o'clock? And then if it goes longer than 90 minutes, we can pick it back up
Yeah.
after, or do we
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
stay at a later
Stay
date?
until midnight.
No,
And if,
yeah.
and if two
After.
people
I'd
show
go-
up, then I guess
Yeah.
we stand around top for the
Yeah.
last 80 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so, what we're doing with so you know I send out that tax book every year, there's legal requirements and things that have to be communicated. We're putting the flyer that probably many of you have seen, the Madomic Madomic High School bond.
Yep.
Flyer is gonna be the back cover, so that people see it, even the people who get the tax book in the mail and throw it in the recycle bin, cause it's gonna be on the back cover, so they'll be able to see it. And then I'm gonna send out a separate mailer, which I normally don't do, related just to the bond itself, so that we can put this date in, since this is kind of a last minute thing, but also because I didn't want to convolute the budget and the bond too much. And also for people who may just be interested in the bond, I wanted them to get a separate flyer. So it'll be a little bit of extra cost, but the printer's very reasonable. And I may be able to do that here, but he's very reasonable anyway, the guy that we use for print. It'll give us like 6 pages of question and answer that the architect and the engineer, and we've worked with Leah and Tim Wood and Sarah and Brian, that we can put in that flyer as well. That'll answer a lot of questions. So, that'll come a few days after the tax book to all the taxpayers as well. So they'll be notified of the public hearing. Normally, with a public hearing, it would just be a notice that goes out, but.
Yeah.
So what I'll do then is I'll get this paperwork updated between now and the board meeting, so that they can all be signed tonight as well, so we don't
I
have
had
to
a question,
worry about
I'll
it.
walk, I know you're not gonna be able, who did this graphics? Did you see this one?
I did, I loved
That
it.
was the architect.
Yeah, and could we put that in there too, cause that is a great,
That's what
really
we're,
good.
that's what we're gonna put in the
Okay.
tax flyer, yep.
Okay,
In
that's
the,
what you're talking about then,
the bond
okay.
flyer, yep.
I don't know if
That's the-
that just got released today, and that's an outstanding one, yeah,
Oh, that's good, yeah.
yeah.
That's gonna go in the flyer for the bond.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that,
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Shows
Yeah.
the way that the payments go
I
down.
think all of the work that I mean, at least everything I've seen from the architects and from the team has been so great.
Good.
It seems very clear as to
I
what
think we
needs to
made the right
happen.
choice with them, I really do.
I do too.
Yeah, they're.
I like 'em.
wonderful.
I do too.
Yeah.
I've been impressed with everything, so.
Yep. I've had a
yeah,
very
so that's a good
positive
one then,
experience.
yeah, okay.
So that's why
I'm
if we put it in a
excited,
separate
which is
flyer,
rare.
people are more
I mean, I'm always
likely to be
excited, but I
interested
mean,
in the
I'm
bond. and look at
optimistic
it.
about this.
So what day are we looking to do that meeting?
May 5th,
May
May
5th.
5th,
at
okay.
5 o'clock then, I'll
So that's
update
what
this
she
paperwork between now and, when's the board meeting, 7 o'clock? So that we can sign everything tonight then, and we'll be good to go.
Awesome.
All right, so,
Oh, I already have it, it's 5 o'clock. Amazing.
So thank you guys very much, hopefully the rest of the board agrees with you, if not, we're gonna tell them.
Tim will tell them.
we'll have a fight.
Minority of 3 decided for 6 days.
We'll set up a boxing ring in the gym, so if anyone has any grievances, you can just all let it out. Okay, so next item is audience with the public. Is our illustrious public have anything to add? No.
Got nothing, sir?
I'll just say I really appreciate, both Leah and, Sarah have just worked, Tim Wood. People are really engaging with the architect to help with all this, and I'm really grateful for it, because it really, we have to have the pulse of the community, and people are speaking up and helping all of us, and the whole team has been really great about, someone will say, oh, this is awesome, and then someone else will be like, I don't know about that, this is why, and everyone's cool with it.
Right.
Like, everyone's collaborating and trying to figure it out together, so
Yeah.
thanks to the two of you you've done a lot this last few weeks, it's a lot.
Yeah, and even the outside, was like John, the selectman from Waldeboro, he's been a big, huge proponent. He's been really spreading the word about
Yep,
the bond and the need for its passage, so.
I'm really grateful for everyone that's helping this.
The town of Waldeboro is allowing us to put the thing that you were just showing,
Yep.
as well as the other flyer and the FAQ in their voter guide.
Oh,
Those
good.
to all their taxpayers.
Do you think Warren might do that?
I don't know
Warren
if
would.
Warren has one.
Could you reach out?
I could reach out to Corey. Yeah.
Yep. If someone could reach out, that'd be great, I just don't know them as well.
Yeah.
To help.
And we have a meeting with Friendship coming up.
Yes.
Yes,
So they
that's
might
right,
be
next
able
week,
to-
isn't it?
We need
Yep.
to, we need to make sure we have stuff.
Yes, yeah,
And we can leave it at the town office, anything that's left over,
thank you, and Ann is going to be there,
okay?
the architect, which is really good.
What's that, next
Really-
Tuesday, isn't it?
No, it's a week.
Monday,
Monday, the 27th, I think.
Yep.
Oh, the 27th, yeah, I know I have it on my calendar. Yep, yeah, 6:15, yep, I have it. Just couldn't remember which Monday it is. No. Yeah, and I know that, I think they're pretty much the last stop, because you've made a couple trips already to Washington, so you've talked to those folks
Yep.
there, so.
Washington
Rachel.
is the 22nd.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on the 22nd as well?
Yeah,
Okay,
Rachel and
Yep.
I are.
And
okay, I'll,
Brian
I'm
is,
sure that no one will be
Yeah.
there.
Brian's gonna be
Yeah.
there. Are you going, Sarah? Sarah's going. I'm actually gonna be out of town for the
Yeah,
rare
I'm away
occasion
as
that I'm
well,
on
but-
vacation.
It's okay, Ann
Yeah.
and Brian will do a great job.
what time is that one? Because I'll go to that, I've been to
Oh, that's
all of
great.
them, so.
Thank
In
you.
Washington?
Yeah.
It's at 6:30 on the 22nd.
Okay,
Is that right? Hold on.
yeah, since I've been to
Yeah.
all of them, I might as well show up.
Yeah, the meeting starts
What's
at-
one more at this
The
point?
meeting starts
It's
at
good.
6:30
Thank
and we're gonna
Yeah.
talk at 7, I think. Or
Yeah,
that's when
perfect.
We're on at 7.
And I think that's what's been surprising a lot of the selectmen is that we've been showing up in force and, when, we were at, Waldeboro and they had people from Warren at their meeting and then when we were at Warren, we had Waldeboro people show up
Yep.
and then at Union, we had both Waldeboro and Warren people at the Union meeting. So I think that's what's really impressing a lot of these select board people too, is just, all the, we pretty much fill up all the seats.
It takes a village.
Yeah, 'cause, most of the time for those select boards, they have like 1 or 2 people that show up for a meeting and, we just bombard them with about 10 or 15 of us there. So does anyone else have anything else? All righty, so the time is 5:02 and we are adjourned.